I've always worked full-time, and then I have 2 young girls, and I decided that I didn't want to work full-time, so I started working part-time. I just started doing a food blog like everybody else, that I was checking out their recipes. And the entertaining part just sort of evolved from there. I thought, if I start documenting every time I have a party, it's going to be easier for me every time that I do this. And every time that we wanted to have people over, we just ended up having more and more and more people. The biggest party that we ever did was Labor Day, and that was about 2 years ago. And we ended up with 50 people here. And it ended up being one of the best parties that we ever had. We set up a couple of different eating stations, and there were people inside, there were people outside. Now that we've got it down to a pretty smooth science, we know which recipes work, which recipes people like. I think another thing that people do is try to overcomplicate things. If you're serving, 15 people, you don't need to have 20 dishes. Have the ones that you know are going to hold okay. Mashed potatoes, they're going to hold all right. You mash them, you leave them in the steel bowl, you put foil over the top. Those are going to hold for a while. Anything Italian is incredible. Don't stress about the seating. They'll sit on the floor. I've got pictures of us in a party. We're all sitting in the kitchen. It's like the end of the night. We're all sitting on the floor in the kitchen, and there's a plate of brownies in the center. Just don't stress about not having enough space. If they're truly your friends, they're going to make do. They want the company, and they want to share food with you.